Let's use the power of SUPERBLOCKS and urban planning concept to create a simple, efficient, low traffic, profitable, people first city start in Cities Skylines 2 that hosts plenty of green spaces and that is highly walkable, ultimately making your citizens happy and therefore winning at Cities Skylines 2. Let's get started. Stay tuned to the end of this video for a special message. I started my city using a couplet using the new parallel road tool, which is amazing, and just made a very basic grid layout. But now let's take this grid and turn these squares into superblocks. So for a superblock, you can see we have 9 squares here. The 9 squares make up what is known as the superblock. We're going to use pedestrian roads in the very middle square, creating a space that is pedestrian friendly and encourages community. Then we're going to take our one-way roads and we are going to be directing traffic to the square but then out of the square, so there's no through traffic. Now in a real superblock situation, the pedestrian road here in the middle would probably still share space with cars, but it would be a very, very low speed limit, so therefore the cars are encouraged to follow the one-way traffic into the square and out of the square, not allowing through traffic. So now I'm going to take this and do this on all of our superblocks. Now I love walkability, so I'm going to go ahead and add paths through each of our squares. It's overkill. Not all the paths will stay as we add in buildings and zoning, but I also wanted to show you guys, look how smooth this is. These pedestrian paths, if you pull them across the road, you automatically get a crosswalk and you can just pull them smoothly over other pedestrian paths and roads. It's really an enjoyable experience. Now I wanted to give our couplet a place to land, so I'm laying this out just now, thinking in the future it might be our city center for this entire island that we're on. Maybe this is the hub in between all of our super blocks, but for right now it is just a place for our couplet to land and a placeholder for future planning. Now I want to add a 4-lane collector that is going to run through our 2 set of superblocks, allowing a easy flow of traffic specifically for trucks making their way out to our future industrial area. Another thing I'm really obsessed with in Cities Skylines 2 is, look at this. There are these little tiny roundabouts that you can add and they make the perfect little cul-de-sacs or just lovely, clean and crisp endings to a street. I absolutely love these, especially from a detailing point of view. I can already imagine some really beautiful, creative road designs that someone could do using these little roundabouts, and I love it. You just click and you can add them onto the end of any road that you want. I just think they are adorable. Now, let's say you wanted to plant a bunch of trees for a potential green belt in the middle of your city. You just use this handy little forest brush. You can control the size and you just click and all these baby sapling trees are planted. Yes, in Cities Skylines 2, all the trees are babies and they grow up over time. It's pretty adorable. And magic, we hit Tiny Village. As you can see where our couplet landed, I changed that road layout slightly, and the nice thing is you earn these XP points by placing down your road. So we've unlocked Tiny Village without I haven't even unpaused the game yet, which to me is so exciting because I can do more planning ahead of time, which I thoroughly enjoy. Now I know coming from me it's going to sound really strange to say that I think a landfill is cute, but I'll tell you, I love how easy this is to place. You can make any shape by clicking to nodes, so I can make a tiny little landfill like this and then add in the recycling center when I have more money. But look at how cute this asset is, how well detailed. 2 options for parking, places for trucks to drive in and out. It is truly beautiful, and all the assets in this game are like this. They are propped out to the hilt and they look so beautiful. Also in Tiny Village, you unlock medical. So we have the cemetery and the medical clinic. So we're gonna get both of those placed before we unpause, but look at this asset. Another thing I just want to point out, in case no one has noticed, is there are handicapped parking spaces, and I just think this is such an important detail, and it's something I was concerned that they weren't going to have, but I love that it's there. It's that attention to detail that really makes me appreciate these assets. And just look at how beautiful this cemetery is. Okay, so I've gone ahead and added an additional super block. This will be for our first industrial area. So I've got that all set up. Now we have one more thing to do before we can zone and unpause, and I appreciate you guys for hanging with me, but I'm having so much fun doing the planning ahead of time. So we're gonna unlock advanced road services, and I'm gonna show you why. So the nice thing is we have that one point, so we can do this before unpausing. So now I have access to, I can choose from a wide sidewalk, green, grass, or trees. This is something for detailers that I'm sure they will appreciate. I'm having so much fun with it. So all that you have to do is you select what you want, and then you pick your road, and it's an upgrade tool. And the nice thing is you have freedom. You can decide which side of the road you want to upgrade. So on one side of the road you could have trees, on the other side you could have grass, and wherever you have either the wide sidewalk, the grass, or the trees, no parking is allowed. So this will remove parking on streets, so just be mindful of that. Now, very purposely, I am going to do this on every single road in the city, because aesthetically, I really don't like the look of all the cars parking on the street. And I think, you know, that's a personal choice. It does look very cool, but I found if I do this ahead of time and carefully do this on every single road, so there's no street parking available, first of all, then the cars will park in their houses. All the houses have little garages, all the businesses have parking, and then when you do get to have the parking lots, which we will get later today, they park in the parking lots, and it's just very satisfying. So again, this is a personal preference that I am removing all street parking before even unpausing. Okay, so we're gonna also put down our medical clinic before we zone and unpause. So the nice thing is with these ploppable buildings is they do have these extensions. So once you plop a building down, you can then go back and click on the building, and then it will open up and show you what extensions are available to you. And then you can see how much space you need so that you can plan accordingly for the future. I want this to go here, so I'm just going to upgrade this to a thinner road. Here's the other cool thing. When you're going to a smaller or a bigger road, you can decide using the tool, just sliding it to the left or to the right, which how you want the road to lay, which I think is really cool. So now I know in the future I have the perfect amount of space for this. But as you can see, I do want the building to back up all the way onto the pedestrian path. That would look a lot cleaner. Normally we would need to move it for that. Well, in Cities Skylines 2, you can click to move a building, and in each ploppable asset, there is the option to snap or not snap. So I can click this and turn off the snapping, and then place it backed up to the pedestrian road. And now that I've made some space out front, I have a detailing opportunity. So let's do some detailing. Seriously, that was my first time doing any detailing in this game. I am so obsessed with this. These bushes are adorable. So I've got all my zoning in. I'm almost ready to hit unpause, but Then I remembered we have these pedestrian bridges now, and I think I want to do the covered bridge and do a pedestrian bridge here to mirror our collector going across these two super blocks. I feel like it would be highly utilized, and of course, I don't need any excuse to add in a pedestrian connectivity, and I really want to see what these look like. That was actually really easy to put in, and I think it looks great. And finally, we are going to unpause. We are going to go 3-speed. I have added a pedestrian bridge, which I really love. It's so cute. I love all these little cranes too. I think it's adorable. And now we have people moving into our city. This is so exciting. Our first super block is fully filled in with the zoning I put in. So I wanted to show you how I'm doing the zoning. So I'm going low density on the outside, and then towards the inside, I'm doing these row houses, and then towards the pedestrian square is where I am putting our commercial buildings. This fosters community and brings everyone to the center. And once we unlock parks later today, we're going to be designing up these little pedestrian community square areas for each of these super blocks, really creating an awesome place for people to live. Again, we're thinking about people first. So we want them to have a place they can come together as a community and enjoy time together and just have everything you need within a very short walk. And the power of SUPERBLOCKS is a great tool to use in your city to calm traffic. You're not allowing through traffic. You're directing the cars using one-way roads, and you're completely calming the traffic in that area. The added bonus is then you have this area that is pedestrian and cycle friendly, and you can add spaces for the community, essentially creating a vibrant hub for the neighborhood that you are creating in your city. Yes, milestone 2, small village, and we get 2 development points, which we desperately need because I created a city with no available street parking, so we need to give them some parking. Okay, so we're gonna go under development, and we are going to select parking. We have 2 points, we have just enough, which is great. And now we can actually add in our parking lots. Oh, and look at all the different sizes that are available. This is so great. Okay, now that I've added in the parking, will we see more cars in the city? Because to be honest, oh yes, look, now they're coming. There hasn't been that many cars, which I find fascinating. I think I unintentionally created a car-free city start. I didn't mean to. Oh, there they go. They're using the parking lots. Oh my gosh, this is so satisfying. I don't know why this is making me so happy. Look at them all. They're going to all the parking lots. This is so great. Okay, this is fascinating. This parking lot is completely full, but the cars are still coming in here and turning around. That's like real life. You go into a parking lot, you don't know if all the spots are taken or not. Oh my gosh, I love this. Okay, with milestone 2, we also get schools, and with all the parking lots I put down, we're almost at our next milestone, which is awesome. So I'm so excited. All right, oh my gosh, milestone 3, just by placing the elementary. Now we have all this. Oh my gosh, there's so much to do. Okay, the game is paused. It's fine. All right, so here is the elementary school. Again, another beautiful asset, really pretty. And I'm leaving plenty of space out back because I know there are some additional buildings. So we're just gonna leave that like that. No detailing there because we're gonna end up detailing that once we have all the pieces in place. Same with the high school. Look at this high school building. It is gorgeous. I love this. It's so well done. All the buildings are so beautiful. Also, when you get this milestone, you get access to the services, and just go turn all of this down. When your city is small, you do not need that big of a budget, and this is an easy way to save some money and start actually making some money. Okay, we also got fire and police with this milestone, so I'm just gonna put the police building right here. I'm gonna make sure it's facing the road so it's backed up to our pedestrian road, and then I'm gonna add some trees on the other side to mimic the detailing that's already coming with this asset. And again, look at the details of this police station. Everything is just so cute and so well done. I love the attention to detail of where the cars are going to pull in. There's 2 different parking lots. I just really love how they've put these assets together, and just the amount of time and thought and care that went into these. Clearly, it's just really making me so obsessed with this game. Okay, and I've just put down our little firehouse here on the corner. You can see how everything is starting to come in, all the mid-rise buildings. This is looking great. Okay, the other thing we unlocked was farming, which I want to add in. So we're gonna unlock a new tile. So you just select the one you want, purchase, very similar to Cities Skylines 1. Okay, as you can see, I've continued our super block pattern, and we can see where the farming area is. So let's get some of these cute little farms put down. The reason I am obsessed with how Industries is done in this game is for this reason right here. In Cities Skylines 1, I actually did something similar to this with the tools that we had, was creating a small community urban farms. So you can draw these in any shape that you want clicking to nodes. You can make the tiniest, cutest little family farm stand in an urban area. I am obsessed with these. I think they're fantastic. I mean, look how cute that is. We're gonna do it in the whole square because we're gonna make everything look really clean, but yeah, I love these. And there we go. Our first little urban family farms are put in. And again, look at how well these are detailed and propped out. The amount of time that this took, the work that went into this, I am really blown away the more and more I look at every single asset that's in this game. And there's variety in these too. Like, they do not all look the same. I am completely obsessed. Okay, now I thought it would be really fun to kind of give this a little bit of a rural look, even though we're sticking with our super blocks, by upgrading some of these roads with dirt roads, and then we'll be able to have a bit of a detail opportunity by planting some trees. And there we go, super cute micro urban farming. I've added a bunch of zoning in the city. I've extended our industry area, and we're just gonna let this run until we hit Grand Village. And I've saved up enough points. I haven't used our development points that we have, because we're gonna need those plus the points that we get with Grand Village so we can unlock the parks. And there we go, milestone for Grand Village. This is where things get so exciting for me. All this other stuff is really great. There's a lot that you get at Grand Village, but the only thing that I care about right now is the parks. Look at the parks that you get, but we're gonna get even more parks. So we're gonna go into our development tree. We're gonna grab the park maintenance building, and then we're gonna grab the large parks and the sports parks. Okay, let's grab our first little park here. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. And look, it's got like a little tiny like ice cream truck or something like that. If you had to grab a little something. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is so adorable. Oh, guys, look. I'm placing down another one, and it's got a different gazebo and a bit of a different vibe, some different colors. Wow, I love this. Okay, wait. I'm placing it down again, and look, this one has a much larger food truck, like an actual food truck. Oh my gosh, I can't. Okay, we're gonna call this for Gazebo Park. That's what we're gonna call it. I'm keeping all of them. I think it's really cute and I love a little repeated pattern. Let's add some bushes and trees. And there we go, our first park space in Cities Skylines 2. Okay, for this next super block, let's use the little playground and the dog park. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited about all these parks. Look at how cute these are. And just like everything else, they are fully propped out. Look at all the details. Wow. These are so great. Okay, here's the question. Do we get different variations? Okay, we get different colors. That's cool. I like that. Okay, let's detail this up. Okay, and I've put down some of the purple zoning, that's offices. Now we have offices, which is so great. And look, our super blocks are actually now becoming community spaces. I love this. Now, I am not going to leave out the industrial area. It is also getting a park. I think this one is perfect. So again, with the snapping turned off, we can place things anywhere. Doesn't need a road. It's nice because then you can center an item like this perfectly and then wrap a road around it. Oh my gosh, another cute one. I love the little stage too. I think, you know, if you worked here, you could come here, grab a bite to eat. Maybe there was always like on Fridays, maybe there's like a community happy hour, or you could see like work picnics or something like that. Like, I think this is really cool to provide to your employees. I really like this. Okay, now this super block already had these lovely trees, so I did not want to delete them. So I'm just bringing in the large playground. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. All of these parks are so cute. This makes me so happy. Okay, our last super block. Let's do these fountains. And yes, we're gonna get different fountains. Oh my gosh, how fun that we can place these and get different variations. I am over the moon. Now, I'm sure many other creators might cover this in more detail, but I just put my sewer outlet over here. I'm importing power in. That's helped so much on the budget just to do that. And eventually we'll get our own power. We'll have better waste management. And then I'm just pumping water over here. So really simple and money saving setup. So far, our super block city is doing really well and we're making a profit. Okay, this is a nice little handy chart so we can see we need to work on the high crime. So let's do that. Okay, let's just click. We're gonna grab our upgrade and upgrade our police station. Then we're gonna hop over into our economy tab under services and we are gonna adjust our budget for the police station. I do wanna be really mindful of the budget, so let's just do 70. Now let's upgrade with the extension. That's so satisfying. And then we're gonna go back into our economy panel and we're gonna also adjust this to 70 as well. Okay, and then we can hit play and we'll watch this little, yeah, look at that. The numbers are changing. I love this little happiness tab right here. It makes it really easy to see what you might need to do to improve your city in a quick little glance, and I really appreciate that. Well, I think our super block city is in a fantastic place. We have accomplished what we set out to do today, which was creating a simple, efficient, low traffic, profitable, people first city start and Cities Skylines 2. And we have plenty of green space and this city is incredibly walkable. Now I would like to share some of my thoughts on Cities Skylines 2. As most of you know, I love landscaping and I love planning cities and spaces for people. I love urban planning concepts and I strongly believe how you move around a space impacts your quality of life. Therefore, I focus on enjoyable walks that make it fun to go from point A to point B, free and available public transit, close proximity to services, shopping, entertainment, parks, and recreational space. And I love making all these places beautiful through landscaping. All of the listed above is what I find joy in, creating the world that I wish that was accessible and available to all of us. So far in Cities Skylines 2, I have been able to do everything above. I get to design a space for people, and in Cities Skylines 2, citizen happiness actually has a huge impact on the game. So now I get to see if the places I like to create are actually functional in a way that I couldn't in Cities Skylines 1. This gets me really excited. To be honest, I had a rough first go with the first 5 to 7 hours of Cities Skylines 2, and looking back now is because I was trying to play Cities Skylines 1. This is truly a different game with its whole own list of pros and cons, but once I let that go and started to see that I could be just as creative in different ways than I do in Cities Skylines 1, I started to have fun, and then I got to that point where I just wanted to play all day. I would say in between 9 and 12 hours of gameplay is when I really turned the corner. Now, I say all this to tell you I may have not pushed through to do this if I didn't have this video deadline looming. I suffer from anxiety, and it makes things really hard for me to learn new things. But I'm so glad I did, because I am having a blast with this game, and I know you will too. A few important things to note: I am playing on a beta version of the game, and I just want to say thank you to Colossal Order and Paradox Interactive for giving me the opportunity to make this video for you. Now, if you are excited about the road tools in Cities Skylines 2, you need to check out this video right here from Flyvox. He has so much fun with the road tools in his first gameplay in Cities Skylines 2. I hope you all have a joyful day, and I'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching. Remember to like and subscribe.